So it's me again after day one, and let me just give a brief debrief about what happened on day one and the things that I was up to. So first of all, start off on a bus trip from Ulaanbaatar, 12-hour bus trip, maybe 11 hours, and successfully went over the border into Russia for the first time in my life, which was very cool in and of itself. And I was after almost 2 days of not sleeping, I was hit like a truck from my exhaustion on the bus. So I slept through most of the bus trip finally. And there were a few people on the bus that I found that was really interesting. There was one deaf/mute Russian couple sitting in front of me, and they were incredibly loving, which was super nice to see. And there was, I'm really sure there was one transgender guy sitting next to me, which was not what I was expecting, honestly, when I was first getting on the bus. And don't ask me why or how I know he was transgender, because after living 3 years in Thailand, you know things. And after I arrived here, my host finally picked me up, and the guy who's talking over here right now is actually my host. He's a pretty cool guy. He's a tour guide / teacher here in Buryatia. He has a wife and 4 kids, and I've been lucky enough to be staying with him in this super awesome old-fashioned style Russian house, and I'll be showing you guys a little bit more about that later. But for now, it's already sleepy time. And it was actually kind of interesting because it took us around 30 minutes to find each other, because we were supposed to meet. So the bus is going on to the final bus station, right? But before that, I was supposed to stop and meet up with him. But instead of that, I just decided to walk home to his place because I knew where he lived. But apparently it turned out that he and his entire family was waiting for me at the final bus stop, and they were waiting for me for about like 20 minutes. And after the bus arrived, they were like, "Oh, what happened to Saikna?" And then they were like, "Oh, he already dropped like a long time ago." And then they were like, "Oh, what?" And they went home because they thought I would be arriving there. But once I actually arrived to their neighborhood, I couldn't find the house. So I went to this one store, and there was the store lady was nice enough to allow me to make a phone call, which is how we finally met each other. And they made me some really amazing Mongolian dumplings. Mongolian dumplings are a little bit different from Chinese dumplings in the sense that they have a lot more meat. And it was amazing food, probably the best dumplings I ever had in my entire life, actually. And we had a few beverages that was very nice. And yeah, we got to know each other really well, and it was really cool to see them living in this super classical style Russian house. And tomorrow we'll be turning in early. It's about 10 p.m. right now. And yeah, tomorrow all the kids need to go to school, and me and the dad will probably going around the city and just seeing what sights there are. And on the way over here, I've also seen some amazing things. And I wasn't able to take really good pictures of it though, because I was inside the bus. But one of the things that I saw that was really cool was a frozen lake that had a power plant right next to it, and the power plant was making, I don't know if it was making the smoke or maybe there was fog on the city, but that power plant was like obscured by the fog as well. And right in front of it, there was a whole bunch of abandoned houses that didn't have any one-story concrete houses that didn't have any floors or windows, or actually any roofs or windows or doors. So it was kind of like a ghost town. And that was really cool. Maybe tomorrow, if we have time and he's okay with it, we'll go and see what that was about. So yeah, that's day one for me. And tomorrow I'll be in Ulan Ude seeing more things. And 25th morning I'll be going on to Moscow. So look forward to that.